David Letterman, he's trending today. He did an interview where he slammed the president and everyone on his staff. And Letterman went on to say that late night hosts have an obligation to challenge Trump and that they are being too soft on him. Too soft. Amanda?
Yeah, I take what he says very seriously because he is so virtuous and such a moral person and an upstanding individual. But I wasn't aware that this was a late night host's obligation to challenge the president. If the last 8 years are any indication, then Trump will, it'll be smooth sailing for him. And the media is probably, their lips are getting a little tired from the last 8 years of ass kissing anyway, so.
All right, a big debate trending worldwide on social media today. Lawmakers in the UK debating whether dress codes that require women to wear high heels are sexist. Amanda, what do you think about that?
Yep. I can't believe it's 2017 and we're actually debating this. Women can still dress professionally without having to look like secretaries from Mad Men. High heels are not great for your feet. They're not great for your health. I can't actually wear high heels. I'm sure you saw me at CPAC running around in my ballet flats. They're just not good for you. And if they're going to require this for women, then I want to see some of these men walking around in their three-piece suits with like 4-inch stilettos on.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't.
Oh, I do. If we have to wear them, so do they.
That's an image I can just live a long time without. Anyway, Harrison Ford trending today. You remember he was trending 2 weeks ago when he almost crashed his small plane into a passenger jet. And now he's back in the air. Amanda, I guess if you're Harrison Ford, you can get away with a little more than other pilots, maybe?
No, this is life and death. I think he needs to be placed on simulator duty for a while because despite passing the ground course and I guess logging his hours, he clearly doesn't have the competency to do actual practical piloting. And I know that a lot of actors out there, they're method actors, so they really get wrapped in their roles. But you're not actually Indiana Jones. So when you take your life into your own hands, you're not invincible, and neither is anyone else who is sharing the sky with you. So do us all a favor and ground your ego and ground your plane, please.
All right, well, there's a new Beauty and the Beast movie, and there's a flamboyant character named LaFoe. Supposedly he's gay, although it is only implied, but the actor who plays the character's name is Josh Gad, and he's asking the media to quit making a big deal out of this. Now, Amanda, just because a character sings, dances, and acts very flamboyantly, does that mean he's gay, and do we care?
I don't think that's what it means. Isn't that the whole Disney thing, is that the characters sing and dance? You've got Genie from Aladdin, Oaken from Frozen, King Henry from Sleeping Beauty. You can pick out one of these characters pretty much out of every single Disney movie, including Ursula in Little Mermaid, whose likeness was actually patterned after an iconic, transgender person named Divine. So, and Gina, speaking of The Little Mermaid, did you know that the voice of Ariel, the original voice in the movie, it's a woman named, I wrote it down, where is it? Jodie Benson, who ended up marrying an Auburn man and is now a really, really big Auburn fan.
Roll Tide. All right. Pittsburgh police are searching for creepy clowns who terrorized some kids. Creepy clowns. Sorry, I can't laugh and enunciate at the same time, okay? Who terrorized some kids playing in a suburban neighborhood. The kids say 2 men dressed like scary clowns carrying weapons seem to come out of absolutely nowhere. I forgot all about this creepy clown thing. The media is scary enough to me. Do we really need creepy clowns, Amanda?
I know. Last year, it was kind of a fun distraction from the politics, but now it's just getting kind of lame. And if it's true, then it's getting really scary. But the father who called 911, it was his children who came screaming into the house that they had seen these 2 men. And so the father goes outside, and apparently he saw these 2 men running up a hillside. One of them had a pipe and one of them had a shotgun. So, cue the liberals' ban on pipes and clown masks in 3, 2, 1. Yeah.
Exactly. Except that it's okay if the protesters at all the Trump rallies over the weekend wear burqas and devil costumes and witch costumes and cover themselves completely so they're not identifiable.
Right. Let's not ban burqas, but let's ban clown masks.
Right. Exactly. All right. Some Marines in big trouble, Amanda. A Facebook group had some nude photos of some female Marines posted. But the part I don't understand about this, did the person who posted them think that they would get caught?
I can't imagine they didn't think that that was in the realm of possibility, but this is the dirty side of the military that nobody really wants to talk about. But apparently accompanying the nude photos were talk about rape, racist comments, revenge porn, and stalker-like photos of these women in public. So it's so stupid. Nothing is anonymous on the internet. Even if you post something anonymously, an IP address is basically just one click away for even the most like remotely savvy, IT hacker or whatever. So, I guess what I want to know is, were they using federal surveillance equipment to take these pictures? Because that's a pretty bad, misallocation of resources.
Oh, scary thought. All right. Barbara, another scary thought here. Barbra Streisand, she's trending today. She tweeted this: Donald Trump making me gain weight. I start the day with liquids, but after the morning news, I eat pancakes. She eats them smothered in maple syrup. Amanda, is President Trump going to her house and force feeding her pancakes every day?
I wish that I could blame my monthly weight gain on our president or any president. Honey, it's not President Trump's fault. It's your fat butt's fault. Don't blame it on somebody else. Just put the fork down.
Put the fork down, Babs. All right, thank you so much for being with us. Amanda, follow her at the HW Con on Twitter. And up next, we're going to go to your social media comments.